Here we go then, between the ISLWYN Toucans and the LAMPETER Spartans. What a game this promises to be. We've got three crackers coming up in the rest of this evening. This is round one of the Welsh 7 series. Of course, these teams playing for valuable series points that they can take into round 2 and 3, concluding at the Heart of Wales Sevens Festival in a couple of weeks' time, just at the start of July. But this one ought to be a cracker. The Toucans and the Spartans have been formidable opponents for everyone throughout the day, and they do battle here as the Spartans get us underway. Morgan spills the ball, and that will give the Spartans good field position inside Toucans territory, but retreating back. The Toucans defence have done really well there and have knocked them back to, well, behind their own 10-metre line. Patient build up here for the Spartans as they look to get a bit of space on the outside. Can't get that offload away. Inside for Osian Jones, and Osian Jones through over the line, and he's going to score the first try of this ball final, and the LAMPETER Spartans take the lead. Osian Jones making the most of a little crease in that Toucans defence and proving his SRC quality, the former Carmarthen Quins player last year. And he'll attempt to convert. Not on this occasion though, the lead stays at 5. So Spartans draw first blood in this bowl final. It'll be Reen Davis to get us back underway, and these restarts are going to be absolutely crucial in these finals. We saw the Spartans win back possession on that restart the last time out. This time it's a little bit more messy, the ball able to bounce. Still a wrestle for possession. The Toucans look to have come away with it, but nobody can quite get a hand on the ball at the moment. Morgan from the base, out to McDonough. What can he do? Pops it over the top, looking to release Yendel. Ball spilt, it's gone backwards, will stay with the Toucans. Yendel at the base, but it's squirted out again towards the touchline. Reen Davis infield, so that was Osian Jones, the try scorer. Neither side wanting to give an inch. Here is Reen Davis, directing traffic for his side. Ball's taken in and it's spilled again. They'll have to retreat back into their own half and start again, the Spartans. Staggered defence here for the Toucans, but working at the moment. Morgan at the breakdown, still alive for the Spartans. Looking infield is Hawk, trying to get away, still on his feet. One defender to beat, he's finally dragged down just inside the 22, and there's a knock on there, which will prevent the move from going any further. But Will Hawk with a bit of injection there, trying to get his side on the board for the second time and take a commanding lead in the bowl final. On comes Jack Williams for the Spartans. Haven't really seen the Toucans with too much ball in hand so far. They've got a scrum right around their own 22. Clean feed on the scrum, and they'll come away. Morgan, and he's got McDonough outside him, and McDonough has got all the gas in the world to burn. Nobody is going to catch Carrick McDonough in that position, and he will score under the post to give himself a nice easy conversion and hopefully give his side the lead. And McDonough adds the extras, 7-5 to the Toucans. And Will Hawk might have thought he had a second try on the board for his side, but the Toucans have wrestled a little bit of momentum back here. Again, restart will be crucial. It's that man, Carrick McDonough, adding the spark for the Toucans again. And he's chasing this high ball down, allowed to bounce. Where's that one going to go? Knocked forward by the Spartans, still with the Toucans. Morgan at midfield, comes back to this near side, but nowhere to go. Really good defence from Reen Davis. Here's Yendel, trying to find an opening. Good carry, gains a couple of meters. And at the breakdown there, referee gives the penalty to the Spartans. Really good work at the breakdown. And they're off and away. Davis slips it infield. Coming through, Dylan Davis. Sorry, that was Ebsworth. And a kick away just to relieve some pressure. McDonough's chasing it down. And he's got to be careful there as Harry Morgan. Davis, Ebsworth, held up by Jake Morgan. Good counter ruck from the Toucans. And through now goes Marion Lloyd, and he's going to score the second try and re-give the Spartans the lead. And a long passage of play, lots of tired bodies on the field now. But it results in a Spartans score. And Davis will attempt the extras. This game promised to ebb and flow, and so far it is doing just that. And adds the extras after the touch judge has a bit of a tumble. Reen Davis will restart again after that second score. 12-7 to the Spartans. How long will that last? Can they extend the lead? High kick. Is that going to go 10 meters? No, it's not. It's going to come back to midfield, and the ball was thrown away. Toucans not happy with that, appealing to the referee for a penalty. They're going to get a free kick. Yendel, Morgan, looking for McDonough, but really good interception there by Lloyd. Good positioning by him, not allowing McDonough that ball easily, and that's going to be half-time. Nothing to separate these two at the minute, apart from 7 points. 5 points, rather. 12-7 to the Lampeter Spartans at half-time. And all to play for in this bowl final in the second half. A massive second half for these two teams in round one.
Massive well done. Absolutely high quality competition once again. So thank you to all players, parents, coaches and everybody involved. Thank you guys.
Just a short couple of words exchanged by the coaches for both sides as we start this second half in the bowl final. 12-7, the Spartans lead. And the Toucans are just one score on a converted score away from retaking the lead. Referee just waiting for his assistant to get in position. And we're back underway. High ball, McDonough's there chasing again and does really well to win possession back for his team. Morgan here again in midfield. Davis. And here now is Patterson. Davis from the base of the ruck. Morgan. Turley. Turley fighting for yard. He's got a crease. He's got support outside him. Stepping inside is ISLWYN Dark. And crossing over is ISLWYN Dark for the second try. And he's going to give his kicker a position to take the lead. It's going to be Jake Morgan to take the kick. This is a big kick upcoming. Not easy in this wind. And it's under the bar. Big mistake there. Big let off for Lampeter. So scores are back level. 12 apiece. What a game this is. Can't take your eyes off this one. Two really evenly matched teams. And it's going to come down to a bit of individual brilliance maybe that separates the two. Morgan kicks high into the sky again. Just pads it down, just wants to get possession back for his team. Anything will do. A kick through, looking for an angle. It just runs out of play. But nice idea there. Jack Williams trying to create some separation from himself and the defender. Again, the kick not quite deep enough. And the Toucans will start with a line out just inside the opposition half. Can they go back-to-back tries here and take the lead? Yendel, he's played a big part in this final so far. Scored the first try for the Toucans. And Davis trying to snipe from the base of the ruck. Morgan doesn't have an option, so just carries himself. Good counter-rucking from the Spartans. Dark from the base. Turley's got an angle. Can't get through. Good defense in the end. Found a soft shoulder, Turley, but they managed to wrestle him down. Here's Dark, the last try scorer. Little good bout of possession here for the Toucans, and it's been spilled forward. Commentator's curse. But it's a loose pass held well by Reen Davis. And now the Spartans looking for an opportunity. It was Jack Williams out there. Couldn't quite get his hands on it. Just slightly over his head and out of play. So Toucans will have another line out in a very similar position to where they had last time. Can they do something with this opportunity? A few replacements on for the Toucans. McDonough back on. And the dangerous Danny Hutchinson as well out on that left-hand side. He goes really wide as well, perhaps looking to get a kick over to Hutchinson. He's a tall figure. But Spartans win possession and we'll start again. Oshan Jones stepping through midfield and he's got a bit of room here. Really good tackle. Right around the 22, but it's set up the Spartans in a good position. Ball knocked forward. Toucans will get the put in at the scrum. Good scramble defence there from the Toucans and able to force the mistake.
Under 14 girls cup winners are the Cardiff Queens.
Nothing to separate these two teams at the moment.
The player of the tournament for the under 14 girls.
Just keeping an eye on Hutchinson out there on that far side. He's come in a little bit now, but he was really wide initially when he came on. McDonough met well and brought down really well. Cannot afford to let him get away from you. Back the other way with Mahoney. Tegwin Mahoney doing a bit of dancing, looking for some room. Good defense again. Good clear out. And he's going to award the penalty to the Spartans. In at the side, really good tackle comes in from Davis and the ball was spilt. Really, really good defense from Dylan Davis. Really aware there that the quick tap and go could have caught his teammates out, but he was alive big tackle and forces a mistake again.
Okay, we've got a bottle of bubbly as well, girls. Does everyone want that? Or
Ruben McCarthy onto the field
make sure you point that
for
out
the Toucans.
And it is, for legal purposes, non-alcoholic. It is, I know. Have you seen them get to the end? I can't remember.
Good scrum for the Spartans, and that's going to be a deliberate knock-on. Was the ref given the try there? No, it's going to be, surely that's a deliberate knock-on. He's just awarded the penalty. Yeah, it was a deliberate knock-on. No card. Interesting decision from the referee, wanting to keep 7 players aside on the field. And a good kick in behind, and the Toucans will chase. And chasing it down is Milsom. Milsom's got a kick in. Has he got an angle to score? It's going to be a tight one. Referee doesn't point to a grounding, hasn't raised his hand. So, and he's adjudged that the Spartans have got back there in time with the recovery. Couldn't quite see who that was, but excellent in defence, in retreat defence, as the Spartans kick now. This game back and forth in this second half. All to play for. McDonough. Really good tackle in the midfield, but has made a bit of a crease, and Hutchinson's away. The offload doesn't go to a Toucan's hand. Holden was lurking in that midfield as well as he was coming back in defence. Mahoney just slows it down, takes a breath and reset right around halfway. Have they got one more try that might win it? The kick looking for Milsom. Milsom's gathered it. Brilliant inside ball. And good defence again from the Spartans. Still alive for the Toucans. Play on, says the referee. Hutchinson. Wide pass to Evan Wood. To Mahoney and McDonough. Hutchinson going through the hands. Brilliant tackle. Harry Morgan with that. It's still alive for the Toucans. Can they get this score? McCarthy. Hutchinson. McDonough. A little bit of a fumble, but that's gone backwards. Still alive. McDonough just slows down, just loses his footing. Goes the other way. Retreating now are the Toucans, and the option to kick. He was taken out there. After the kick, referee says play on in the act of the tackle. And the possession now back with the Spartans as they kick. And they've got a man in behind. Can he get there? McDonough's retreating in defence. McDonough's on his shoulder. But it's going to be a try for the Lampeter Spartans. It's going to be Marianne Lloyd, who's just got enough in the tank to cross over. Is that the winning try? If it is, it's been an unbelievable game. Could have gone either way. But Marianne Lloyd looks to have won it here for the Spartans. Have we got any time left? The Toucans are dejected down there as the kick goes up. And no flag from the assistant. And that is the end. In the last knock-ins of the game, Marianne Lloyd wins the bowl in round 1 for the Lampeter Spartans. What a game we've just seen. The first of 3 finals. And that is going to lead us in very, very nicely to the plate final, which we will bring you in a couple of minutes' time.